Here's a car. Here's one of the reasons why the rotors keep going bad. The customer says the rotors just keep going bad. He changed it so many times. So I want to show you guys something here. So I took off this slider pin. You see this? This is the same slider pin down there. So I was going to replace his brakes and rotors. And I told him I would have to check further. So you see how this is how it's supposed to be. Like if I was to grab that little pin, the slider pin is supposed to move back and forth, okay? So this, let me just fix on my lighting here. The lighting is crazy. Okay, that's not good enough. So you see the slider pin moving in and out, nice and smooth. But the bottom one doesn't even budge. Like I can't even like, I had to get a wrench and put this baby onto this other guy. Look at this guy. I'm barely able to turn this guy. So this is completely seized up. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go back and forth, okay, back and forth till it comes loose a bit. I'm gonna move my camera over to the side a little bit right there. So what you can do here is you can heat this area up, pressure will build, and this thing can shoot out. That's one way I've done it, but this boot, it will eventually burn out. So be careful with that. You could buy a new caliper, put it in, or you could try to save it. And that is our mission today, to save this baby, okay? So sometimes this thing won't even like, oh my God, it will snap in half. That means it's time for a new caliper, okay? This is not so bad. So I'm gonna unseize this little guy. I'm not even gonna use heat today. If I have to, I will use heat. So going back and forth several times like that would be good enough. So what I'm gonna get now is a pry bar. So I got myself a pry bar. So I'm gonna put pry bar and bang on it at the back end. So right here, I'm gonna put my pry bar and bang on it, and hopefully it comes out. Let's give it another tap. Sometime you give a customer a quote. This is the reason why if you give somebody a quote, customer gets mad. Oh, you told me $800 and now it's $1,400. Things like that you can't predict. What if I do all this and his caliper seized up? And that's something, you know, we can't just take everything apart just to check it. We got to check it as we go along. So if you're working at home, you should be able to get this guy out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some WD-40 and I'm gonna spray inside that. So let me get a. So a little bit of WD-40 right here inside this boot and the internal side. Just pack it up. That's fine. Just pack it up. Okay. Since some of these will be like a bolt, you could put an impact gun on it. But since it's just two earlobes there, I gotta do it manually, okay? So I'm gonna go back and forth till this baby loosens up. That lubrication finds its way properly. It will help me up. There you go. I feel it. Yep, I can feel it already. That's a great thing right there. That's the beauty of that WD-40, okay? I'm sure you guys will come along doing a brake job and you will have a scenario like this. This is super seized and this is how we're gonna get it out of there. So all I did was manage to turn it a few times, and corrosion got it, okay? The corrosion seizing up is part of this, okay? So there you go. Let's bang on it some more. So more WD-40 on it, on the top end. There you go. Making money is not easy, guys. A mechanic job is not easy. A lot of people think you just gotta find yourself a good mechanic. Money shouldn't be a problem. If you gotta pay to a mechanic and you pay him, at least he's gonna be honest and give you a fair price. Something like this, you can't predict. You can't predict nothing like this. If you come across it, You're gonna have to work hard like this. So let me get smaller pry bar. That pry bar is too long that I have. Buddies, he told me to try one of these crooked looking sockets. Long as they fit on it, you might be in luck. So that's what I'm gonna try to attempt there. And if you get to do that, you should be in luck. So let's see how my socket feels about coming off now. There you go. But that was good. That was good. A lot of turns there. If you can manage to do that, that's gonna be beautiful, guys. Look at that. This baby was seized up in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in there, clean it up really well, lubricate this baby, and sand it down. And we'll come back in a moment and put this baby back in. A lot of you guys might not have machines and stuff at home, but you could buy one of these files right here. And all you want to do is just get rid of all that corrosion. Because if you buy a machine, a buffer, a sanding down machine, this is what you're going to be doing. So you see there's a buildup here. So this is a dried up grease. So whoever worked on his brake, they never lubricated it. They just smacked it on. So if you can manage to do this, and get this baby out, you will save yourself a good 300 bucks. Remember, problem is not that it's jammed, it's just that you got to get it out of there or replace it. You're gonna have to try them both. What would happen here is this thing will seize up. It would jam up your brakes, it will overheat the rotor, and it will kill your brakes. There you go. That's looking good. That's looking really good. So let me know if you guys had this issue. Mechanic shop won't do this for you, okay? They'll just call up another caliper. It is what it is. So what I like to do here is, this is nice and shiny. Okay, see the tip? I get rid of that tip too. So I'm gonna wipe this down. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab my WD-40. I'm gonna spray a whole bunch in there. Whole bunch in there. And what you want to do is, you see how it should be able to, oh, there you go. It's going to shoot out just like that. Unseize this baby. So try to get as much as you can. Clean it up really well. And wipe it down with a rag or so. And there you go. I'm going to clean our hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow some air in there, and that should take care of the whole system there. And after that, I'm gonna get some greasing. So let me get some air tools there. Perfect. I'm gonna give me a rag or a t-shirt that I have laying around here. I'm gonna wipe this down. I'm gonna wipe my tool down, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm taking some parts cleaner here. This is a brake cleaner. Spray that baby in there. Top one, you don't touch the top one. Top one is fine, okay? Do not mess with the top one. Here it goes one more time. That board should be nice and clean. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get some greasing, and we'll put some greasing on this slider pin. This one and this one, and that should take care of your issue with brakes heating up, rotors getting destroyed too quickly. And let me get some greasing. Silicone grease here, good stuff. We're gonna put a little bit on this little guy. Okay. And I'm gonna take some out of this, and we're gonna put a little bit on this slider pin, and that should take care of that issue. No need to replace that caliper. This is fine. And make sure that boot goes on, and this thing should be able to move in and out freely. There you go. Perfect, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Do your brakes properly and lubricate, clean, and adjust everything. And we'll move on. with this job. So I'm going to replace the paddle motors and should be good to go.